Good afternoon, folks. And today we're going to talk about what the high school meant to me. And I deeply apologize yesterday about the one video where I was upside down in the separate part of the high school where everybody was upside down. My phone was acting up and I tried to fix it in the process of doing that. It wouldn't let me, so I deeply apologize for that part of the video. So for those of you who are watching that part, I deeply apologize for that. So, here's what I gotta say about what the high school meant to me. The high school, it's not about the school itself. It's about the memories that were made there, the friends, and the spots in the school that really made you know who you were. In every place. Like they all say, if you don't know what a GAC is, come to Lancaster High School. That is a GAC. If you really want to know what a GAC is, Lancaster High School is the place to know where it is. And I even said that in one of the videos. I think it was the 8-minute long one. Like it stands for gymnasium, auditorium, cafeteria. That long hallway. I don't know if there will be a GAC at the new high school. If there is, I'm going to be there that day and we're going to do a little escort through there. We're going to walk through the new high school. We're going to look at it all together. We're going to have lots of fun together in the new high school. Now, the memories that I share with everybody, they're a lot of fun and bad memories, but most of the fun memories, the memories that you saw in that part of the high school that were upside down, that was the planetarium, the one part. You had cosmetology in there. You had mechanic works in there, and that's mostly it. And then you had the office mostly in there. That part of the high school is actually built 2 years after the original high school was built. It's not connected to the high school itself. It's a completely separate building from the original high school. Even though it is a part of the high school, it's a completely separate part of the high school. The original high school was built in 1963. That part of the high school was built in 1965. Now, I love the high school. That high school means a lot to me. Now, some people may not mean anything to them, but with all the memories I made in the high school, I made so many friends. I was well known throughout the high school. When I left, people were literally crying when I made a speech. Not necessarily, I wasn't the valedictorian or anything, but I spoke with lots of people. And we had a whole bunch of conversations. Oh my gosh, so many good crack ups and everything. I reminisce with a lot of my classmates that were there at the closing, and it was kind of like a mini high school reunion almost. And when we all separated after we did the tour ourselves, we kind of went our separate ways, and I walked and I did that. That's when I did the videos itself, and I kind of talked about like what I personally think of the high school, about what things that are there. Now, the second floor, there was a lot of different changes. At one point, there was one part of the hallway that was just a makeshift study hall. That was now actually part of the hallway you could actually walk through. It was different. It looks like, and plus the more lockers that are in there that weren't there before. I mean, it's totally different than what it was when I was in high school. It's a big difference. I mean, I graduated in 03 versus way it is now. I mean, it's totally different than what it is back then. I mean, the cafeteria, the doors are gone from the cafeteria. The doors to the gymnasium, I think, were just flat out blue. Now they got the tornado with the gale on it. And then, obviously, the graduates were all torn between the colors blue and gold and purple and gold, because I guess the debate came down to playing Pickerington at one point. We were supposed to play Pickerington, I think, and we were And when we played Pickerington, we didn't know what colors they were, and we were purple and they're purple and white, and we were purple and gold, and we didn't want to confuse them with our colors, so we went to blue and gold. So I guess that's what the debate was all about. But Bloom Carroll was purple and gold, but I don't know what the issue was. I mean, there's so many things, and plus also in the locker room where I went, right there, so you walk right into the locker room back there, you go left, and back in that little hallway there, just right around the corner there from where I walked, is the coach's room. And back in there, you walk in there, there's a locker room where the players change. I meant to show you that, but the door's locked. I couldn't show you that because the door was locked, so there's a lot. Then the second floor, chemistry rooms up there, along with some of my other classrooms I was in. I would have showed you them, but they were all locked. A lot of fun memories. I would have showed you all of those, but unfortunately there were so many people on the second floor, I would have been running into a lot of people. It was really jam-packed, so other than the old makeshift hallway that was once a makeshift study hall, the one that if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see a makeshift study hall room. The planetarium, awesome room. It's full of lots of stuff there. The planetarium was one of the most lovely places that I could not imagine. I went there in elementary school, and then I came back in high school and took astronomy my junior and senior year in high school. Astronomy was one of my favorite classes because I got to see something that will always hold a heart in me till the day I die. That part of the high school will forever hold something in my heart. And then other parts of the high school that changed, you'll see that in the video too if you want to do the 8-minute one. That'll show you and the funny thing about the part of the high school is I haven't been in that part of the high school. I was in the very front part of the high school where the principal's office was to see my former head coach who actually, when I was the manager of the basketball team, he was the principal. Now he was the principal and he retired, so I wanted to see him one more time before he left. And I said my final goodbyes to him, but he didn't tour me that part of the high school, but I pretty much knew that part of the high school. We said our final goodbyes, and he said to me what it meant. So, here's the deal. High school meant a lot to me with the friends that I made. So, when you see this, always know who your friends are and talk to them and always tell them how much you love them when you're close to them, because once high school years are over, the memories go with you and you'll always hold them close to your heart. That is if you're making friends. I mean, there's times I really could care less about high school, but overall, high school was lovely with all the friends I had. That's about the only thing. That there, plus the building is beautiful from the outside. I mean, it's an old school, but heck, I am old school. And all those new kids, I mean, when I walk into that new school, we can always take a tour of the new high school and see what it looks like versus this one. When I walked through the GAC, that was a big GAC. I mean, you could actually literally walk through that locker room and come out the other side of the GAC. And it shows you the other side of the GAC. It's still not really big. It's still a decent sized high school, but I'm not convinced it's big enough. They added more lockers in than what they had before. That just goes to show you how big that high school is. The walls in the school were there before. Now the walls in the makeshift study hall were added on after I left. After I left probably, but the hallway lockers that were on the ground that you could use a dolly to use, those are actually probably just added on to use when the old school, so they will be probably taken out and put elsewhere. So, with that being said, the high school will be forever a cherish in my heart, and probably others who like that school Plus the walls are now, plus the doors are also gone off the cafeteria. You can easily just walk in there with your lunchbox and things. Plus there's some people who don't have, it's still not big enough for even other high schoolers to not even have that. And plus there's no air conditioning in the high school. So it's just outdated altogether. Unless you're in the principal's office. I mean, I went in there a couple times, but I won't mention why. That's a personal thing, so that will forever remain a mystery to a lot of you. But if you want a tour, go to my YouTube page, and you'll see the tour there. And with that being said, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. With that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.